Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Code Gems by Engineer Vasudha, and here Engineer Vasudha here. And in last lecture video I have discussed about arithmetic operators in Python, and today I will be discussing about the next operators which are there in Python. So the topic for today will be the comparison operators in Python. Comparison operators in Python. Comparison. So since we are going to compare something, right, so these are the easier one. When normally we do these comparison operators in mathematics as well, we compare the values. So comparison will be there on variables, right? Variables we have discussed already. You can just go through my playlist. There is a lecture on variables as well, operators introduction as well, and then arithmetic operators as well, and how to declare all the variables. All the discussions I have done in previous lectures. So today I am going to discuss here about what kind of comparisons we can do on those variables using our operators. So there are some comparison operators in Python. So I will be showing you first of all which comparison operators are there in Python. So the first comparison operator is double equals to, then not equals to, then it is less than, greater than, less than equals to, greater than equals to, then one symbol is triple equals to, and one is not double equals to. I will tell you the meaning of each and every comparison operator in details. Double equals to, double equals to, when we put it, checks for equals, like whether two numbers are same or not, whether two variables or numbers are same or not. If the both the variables or both the numbers are same, then this operator will give you the result as true. And yes, first of all, result of comparison operator will be either true or false. If the condition we are putting on the variables is correct, then the result returned by the operator will be true. If the condition we are putting on the variables or numbers it is not correct, then it will be false. So double equals to check only for equality of the value of the variables or the numbers. If they are same, then the result will be true, unless the result will be false. It only checks for values, value of the variables. Second is not equals. Not equals, it just compare whether the both variables are not equals or not. Again, this also just compare the values of the variable. Then there is triple equals to. Triple equals to is also a equals comparison, but the difference between double equals to and triple equals to is that double equals to only checks for values, if values are same or not, but triple equals to checks for values as well as data type. Just like if I take comparison for 9 and 9.0, so mathematically 9 and 9.0 is same, so in this case double equals to will give you true. But if I take these two values in triple equals to, so 9 triple equals to 9.0, here values are same, but the data type of 9 and data type of 9.0 is not same, because 9 is an integer and 9.0 is a float. So the result here will be false. So that is the difference between double equals to and triple equals to. Double equals to only checks or compare the values, but triple equals to compares values as well as their data type as well. Same here, not equals to, not double single equals to compare only for values, if values are same or not. Not double equals to is not equals to, but the same thing, it checks for values as well as data type as well. So if I take here example the same, 9 is not equals to 9.0, then in this case the result will be false, because it will take 9 and 9.0 as same, so result will be false in this case, because yes, they are not same, they are same now, so they are not same is false. So here if I take 9 and 9.0, then it will give you true, because this operator not double equals to takes these both as a different values. 9 is an integer and 9.0 is a float, so there is a difference in both, so that's why it's true that they are not equals. Then normal mathematics operators are there. This is less than. If the value on left side of this operator is less than the value on the right side of the operator, then it will be returning true unless false. If I talk about this greater than, then it's greater than. If the value on left side of this operator is greater than the value on right side of this operator, then it will return you true unless false. Then less than equals means it checks for either less than or equals. So in both the cases, if one of them is true, then the result will be true unless false. The next one is greater than or equal. It checks either for greater than or equality. So if any of these two will be true, then condition will be true unless false. So this was the information about all the arithmetic operators. Now I will be showing you example so that you can see the result, how it gives you the result. So I am taking some numbers. Num1 is 90, num2 is 100, num3 is 90.0, and then num4 is 10. So now I will be putting all the types of comparison over here using print statements. Print num1 double equals to num2. So since here you can see the value for num1 is 90 and the value for num2 is 100, are they equal? No. So they are not equal, so the result should be false over here. Okay, then print num1 is double equals to num3. So since now you can see over here num1, the value of num1 is 90 and the value of num3 is 90.0. So for double equals to, it just checks for values, not the data type. So 90 is double equals to 90.0. Yes, this will take it as true because the value, the absolute value of these two is 90 only. So that's why it will return you true. But in the same case, if I take over here triple equals to num1 triple equals to num3, then since value is same but data type is not same, so it should give you false over here. Then after that, print num1 is not equals to num2. So yes, both are not same, so it should give you true because the value for num1 is 90 and value for num2 is 100. Yeah, both are not same, so it will give you true. Print num1 is less than num2. So now you can see num1 is 90 and num2 is 100. So yes, 90 is less than num2, that is 100. So this will give you true as the result. Print num2 is less than equals to num3. So here you can see now num2, that is 100, is less than equals to num3, that is 90.0. It's not less than or equals to, both cases are false, then the result will be false. Print num2 is greater than equals to num1. So yes, because 100 is greater than 90, so it will give you true. Print num2 is greater than num4. So yes, because num2 is 100 and num4 is 10, so this will also be true. Okay, so all the types of operators we have taken over here are true or false result they should give you. So let's run this code first. So it's asking us to save this file first. So comparison 1.py. So it's saved, and now you will see the result of this on here terminal below. So let's wait for the result. Yes, so you can see the output of all these operators are here, and it is same as we have just discussed over here. So all the operators results are here as we have discussed. So that's how the comparison operator works in Python. So this is the description about all these operators. Double equals to equals, triple equals to equals, but it checks for values and data type both, and not equals compare only the values, not double equals to compare for value and data type. Then there are few more: less than, greater than, less than equal to, and greater than equal to. So these are all the comparison operators we have in Python, which will be used further when we will do conditional operators, conditions we will make loops, then all these operators will be used in those programs. So that's all about the comparison operator, and in next operators we will discuss in next video. So thank you so much, and please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned with my channel and give your responses in comments, and you can comment and then I will reply you, and we can just have discussion about the operators as well over there. Thank you so much.